chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard on the job, you can see that on my hip.
Well, Coach, being located in the Music City, this building has hosted a lot of great music acts since its inception. But this is what she was made for, NFL football, and that's what we have today in Nashville at Nissan Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Indianapolis Colts and the Tennessee Titans. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Go! First down. McFarland. And some room to roam now. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
And the Colts first down.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he'll only get a yard, maybe two, up to the 46.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mayfield. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Paris Campbell, 54 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Come on, set. Set the engine. Switch. Hey, switch gears.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 33 and a first.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They run with Spiller. He'll get this up to the 34, and a good lane opening up right away for it. First down, Titans, gain of 12.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Tony Pollard, 34 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they get another shot here with a 1st and 10. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 26-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now Mayfield. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. And Oliver able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard. On 3rd down, Mayfield. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Check three.
This is Spiller. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A great effort there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Titans have taken the lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's Hines. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll run on first down. McFarland trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10.
Hey, two.
Play fake. Mayfield. Ebron's got it. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 20-yard line.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. On first down, it's Hines. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
On 3rd down, Hines. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal.
At the 7-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point good by Hopkins. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he'll be out right at the 35. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Let's go, defense. Here we go.
Now Spiller. And some room to maneuver. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there. Making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Here's a handoff to Hines to begin the drive. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Hines. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Hey, box truck, box truck. Hey, alert 33. Protein spill.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. Campbell making the catch. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. He's up to 87 yards receiving now, and it's a first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
They'll run on first down. It's Hines, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the Titans' 42-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now a give, right side. McFarland, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And that is incomplete.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10. On 1st down, Hines. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Hey, 4-1's Mike, 4-1's Mike. Regular.
Mayfield on play action. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has one touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
The Colts on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Hurry! 43. Let's go. Let's get this ball back to the offense. Let's go. 43's the mic. 43's the mic. Hey, Haywood. We got
Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. And Hopkins' kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it could be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. To throw on 2nd down, Daniels. And he will find his man on the outside. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A reminder coming up at halftime, it's the season debut of the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, as we look ahead to all the action coming up this opening weekend. And of course, we'll also take a look back at this first half. Here's Spiller. And an alley to run. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a 1st down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and it's 2nd down.
The tackle made back at the 47-yard line.
Here we go. Come on, set. Not a wolf. I smell fear in that offense.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Let's go now. 18 Gator. Watch the pass.
On 3rd down, Daniels. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee 1st down.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that
first.
wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag. Completed it very well.
Now a handoff looking right. And a short gain down to about the 33. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go, T. Here I come.
Here's 2nd and 8. And he'll find Hall. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Throwing on first down. Daniels, flush to his right. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it.
And some room to work. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick is right there. It's good. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Come on now, let's go.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Gonna give this time to the tailback. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Operating from the gun, Daniels. Eluding the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it, live to fight another down.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Titans. A great play there. Now with his third touchdown in his first ever NFL game. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead now up to 14.
Makes the score Titans 31, Colts 17.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
At the 26-yard line.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And he powers his way up past the 30.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hey, exit. March 43. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Hurry. 43's the mic. 43's the mic.
Throwing. Mayfield. Looks to throw. Fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Mayfield down. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Check 55 to Mike. Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball. Mike 55.
From the gun, Daniels. That ball complete to Isabella. A good pickup there, a 22.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Operating from the gun, Daniels. And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
How about that shuffle pass? Or if you want to call it the shovel pass, that's fine too. That's one of those plays that you take a little bit of risk there because you're trying to throw the ball into the middle of the field where a lot of big bodies lurk, and they can knock it away, pick it off, but they were able to execute it successfully on that play.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. And no pitch there and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and goal.
Let's go now. 18 Gator. Good. Watch the twist. Big Ed.
Now they try the right side here. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That'll back them up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. Good job by their defense, though. They held him to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
35, Bravo. Mike 35, Mike 35.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9.
Mike 41. We've got to wedge that, huh? Hey, Echo. 41 Mike. 41 Mike. Right here. 41 Mike. Hey, alert 33. 41 Mike. 41 Mike. Here we go, D. Get off the field.
They're indeed going. It's Mayfield. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
All right, Brandon. Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in the game, you're thinking must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time. And that's another great play to come away with the football.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. This will be caught inside the 10. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. In for the score. And the interception by the Titans D leads to a touchdown. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
You think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. He has still not connected on a single pass in this second half.
And right now, they're going through all the different reasons, the whys, the wherefores. Bottom line, got to find some completions in there and get their offense moving.
baby. That's baby shot.
Third and long for Mayfield. Now he's flushed out left. And this is going to be incomplete. Had to pass there. Third and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for third and short, because when it's third and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
Hey, Charlie. Don't get nervous. 41, Mike. Hurry. Come on, D. Mike 41, Mike 41. Switch up.
On fourth down, they snap it to Mayfield. Going up top. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, it's just me and you. Wait. It's me and you. Check 13. Check.
Now a handoff looking right. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Again, they run it with Spiller. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Let's go. 10, touchdown. Check 55 to Mike. Check.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And now he'll turn and off his back. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there. 50 yards as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that will extend this big lead.
48, Colts 17.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Well, they'll start on the ground with Hines. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
A gain of 3, second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They run with Hines. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. The Colts on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 10. Mayfield to throw it. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Only 2 on the screen pass there, and it'll be 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Hey, team 6.
Now Mayfield on 4th down. And this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position.
Bring it. Out. Any weapon. He's checking.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A great effort there. 28 yards as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more.
55, Colts 17.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. This is Hines. And an alley to run. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis, and also move the sticks.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Matchbox lights.
They run again with Hines. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And an alley to run.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Hines. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And he'll get into the touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And it's for pride now, but the Colts get a bit closer. Hopkins with the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Titans take
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 52 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. That touchdown, Charles, the first rushing TD of his rookie year.
I don't know that he's going to be Lamar Jackson or Russell Wilson or Josh Allen at this stage of his career. But he's got youth on his side. Those young legs, he put them to good use there, didn't he?
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Mayfield now from the 50. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 38-yard line.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. They'll find Hines out of the backfield. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 22-yard line. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. Mayfield brings him up 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far.
Check 41. Tackles.
And again, it's Mayfield. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 11. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. The drive starts with a give to Spiller. And he's got some space here. And all the way down to the 35. A big play that time for the Titans. 48 yards on the ground. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
This is one of those plays that could go either way, but we've seen the influence of the college game now in the NFL, where we're seeing more and more of these plays run, and that one went for a big gain.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
A pickup of 2 brings up 2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
Well, my friend, for the players, it's good for them to get that first game under their belts. For you and I, that first Thursday night game, also good for us to get that under our belts, wasn't it?
It was no longer preseason. We were into the regular season, the first game of the year. And, you know, all eyes were watching this when everyone was excited that football was back.
And it's just special. You could just feel it. It's so good to have the pigskin back out there. It'll be crisp fall weather before we know it.
You got that right, but I love the build-up to it, right? All day long anticipating it, and then we got here and we saw a game, the first game of the year. Let's keep going.
So for the Titans, they begin the new campaign with a victory here in front of the home crowd in the Thursday opener. And they'll get another home date next week as the Raiders will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Colts, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA.
About to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get up out the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. I score up in the end zone, do my dance all on a hater. A mover and a shaker, you a novice, I'm a player. I'm from DC, but I'm running through and sacking like a raider. 2 chains on my neck, one for now and one for later. If we don't play fair, baby, we play for keeps. You can pass me up, this is not a bye week. I'm looking for a trophy competition, looking steep. Yeah, I'm training, I've been focused, I've been bombing from the deep. I'm like, move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get up out the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. Move the needle for the city like the championships. All my records go hard, this a champion hit. I've been working for this moment like I've been in the gym. Jumping all over hurdles, I'm evading the pit. Hit to here with anybody, take them, I can shake them. I invite them to the fire, then I bake them, I'ma break them. I'm a Hall of Fame legend, they should go and hang my jersey. Made to put in work, I don't think they really heard me like. Move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get up out the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. Ain't no stopping me, ain't no topping me, I am up. Number 1 seed, ain't nobody popping up. Got a squad of gorillas from the jungle suited up. You kicking off against me, hope you ready, get it up. I be booted up, popping out a sprinter or a truck. Whole team chasing bags while they chasing us. Calling audible, I read the game, I think it's time to switch. You get hit,